Now, if you guys are like me, you probably use your offices for both work as well as leisure. And that's why I had very specific criteria that I needed to meet within a monitor for both work and play. So stay tuned to find out exactly why I picked the Asus MG28UQ right after this. What's going on, guys? It's QuazyDog here, and like I said before, today we're going to be taking a closer look at exactly why I chose to purchase the Asus MG28UQ. Now, I do want to start off by saying that this is not sponsored at all. This was not sent to me. I'm not paid to say anything in this video. This was purchased with my own money, just to make sure that you guys are aware that all of my opinions are absolutely genuine. Now, the Asus MG28UQ is a 28-inch 4K display with a resolution of 3840 by 2160. As I shoot most of my content in 4K using my Panasonic G7, I felt it was time to make the leap into a display technology that could handle all of those extra pixels. Now, aside from just being a 4K display, the MG28UQ does offer a variety of other features such as a 1 millisecond response time, AMD FreeSync support from 40 to 60 Hz via the DisplayPort 1.2, a 96% sRGB accuracy for your color gamut, and a wide range of gaming-oriented features that, let's face it, you're probably never going to use. So other than what's on the inside for display technology, let's go ahead and take a look at exactly what the outside of this monitor looks like aesthetically. Taking a tour around the outside of the monitor, we see average to above average size bezels with very minimal branding, a stylistic and small base that offers full rotation and height adjustment, with of course the option to just remove the arm entirely and go with a VESA mount option, and rear mounted controls with nice tactile buttons and a thumbstick that offers the ability to see exactly what each one does with the branding in the front. Now, the I/O on the back of this monitor is something that really helped sway my purchasing decision, and this has more ports than honestly I've ever seen on any other monitor. On the back here we see an audio jack for audio out, a FreeSync enabled DisplayPort 1.2, an HDMI 2.0 port with HDCP 2.2 copyright protection, two HDMI 1.4 ports, a powered USB 3.0 out, and of course the accompanied USB 3.0B in, and lastly, your 3-pin power connector. Now, 3-pin power is something that I think is a welcomed addition on this monitor because you're not fumbling with proprietary bricks that are going to be halfway down the cable. This is much easier to manage because most of the regulation and the power is actually housed within the unit itself. Now, the menu system on the MG28UQ is one of the better that I've seen on the market as well. Using the tactile buttons on the back of the unit itself, we can browse through color presets or custom tune our own colors using something like the user settings. Now, I personally have my display set to sRGB as I find that the most appealing for me personally. Aside from the color options, you can also tune your image settings, change or select your video inputs, and much more. Now, there are also dedicated buttons for most of these features, so you don't have to go through the menu system itself. There's lots of shortcuts for very quick access. Now, this monitor is honestly by no means perfect, and I don't expect it to be for the price point I picked it up at. Now, one downfall, of course, is the fact that it is a TN panel. Now, TN panels do have slightly poorer color reproduction, though the newer models are getting much better than the older 8-bit style. But they do this to favor speed and cost effectiveness versus either a VA or an IPS equivalent. Now, there is also slight light bleed, as you can see here, around the exterior. My unit is actually pretty good. It's not as bad as I've seen some other people depict it online, but of course, your mileage may vary with the unit that you get if you choose to pick this up. Lastly, the FreeSync option that this monitor offers is only through the DisplayPort 1.2, so those of you with an Xbox One X, I'm sorry, but it does not support your FreeSync via the HDMI 2.0 port. So, with all of its shortcomings that I was able to list off to you guys, why exactly did I end up picking up this monitor? Honestly, the rear I/O itself offers so many options for me personally. I can use the DisplayPort 1.2 for my PC while still having the HDMI 2.0 for my PS4 Pro for all of that 4K gaming goodness. Now, it also has the audio out, and that's something that I honestly look for in a monitor. The built-in speakers are passable, though I wouldn't recommend using it, but having an audio out honestly allows me to plug in one pair of headphones and use that set of headphones regardless of which platform or input I choose to use. Now, when we spoke before about color accuracy, I did mention that this was a little bit better than most of the older 8-bit panels that we see on the TN side of the technology. This guy here does have a better sRGB color accuracy, but the trade-off for me, because I will be using it for video creation like this, was the 1 millisecond response time. I myself have been gaming this whole time on a BenQ RL2460 MLG monitor with a 1 millisecond refresh rate. For playing FPS or timing sensitive games now, I can't play on a TV, so I wanted a monitor that gave me 4K, decent colors, good outputs, and the ability to still have that lightning fast response, especially where the DLC just came out for Destiny. I'm gonna get Crucible with 1 millisecond to make sure that I am pwning all of the noobs. With all that said, of course, the deciding factor here was the fact that I get this through Black Friday specials, shipped to my door for right around $380 USD. That of course is after currency conversion and duty and everything, because I myself am in Canada, but it was actually cheaper to get that way than it was to buy it locally. Sad but true. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I would like to know in the comments below what you guys think of the Asus MG28UQ monitor. Do you think it would be perfect for you? Would you rather have a VA or an IPS panel? And if you could have any monitor, or maybe suggest me any monitor, what would it be? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Until the next video, guys, my name has been QuazyDog. You guys have been awesome, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.